All right, thanks for your patience. For those who don't know, my name's Reece. I'm the player and coach development manager. I know most of you guys anyway, in some way, shape or form. Today's clinic's on team offence, but I'll give a bit of a spiel at the start on some things. We're really lucky to have some kids to demonstrate and really be able to show some of the drills and the progressions and how I suggest building up team offence. Firstly, from my point of view, thanks for giving up your time as always. Particularly this time of year, there's a lot on, and to see so many coaches here on a Sunday night is really good from my point of view. And obviously there'll be some people that can access it online and things like that later. But firstly, thanks for showing up, because it helps me continue to do these and add different things in, because the aim is to continue to run one or two of these each term and on different topics and things. So thanks for turning up and justifying us putting it on, and thanks for obviously what you do for the game and volunteering to coach at club and rep and whatever level. I say this at every clinic that I've done. I think the job of a junior coach is to get the players to love the game, and it doesn't mean it's all lovey-dovey and all those sort of things, but you've got to get them to enjoy it. Now, these guys probably won't enjoy it today because they're going to be up, down, whatever, but when you coach them, you've got to want them to enjoy it. Now, that doesn't mean they don't work hard. It doesn't mean they don't want to get better and challenge themselves and all those sort of things, but they've got to have some form of enjoyment to it, and you've got to get them to love the game. And how that relates to the topic today is how we're going to play. So I'm going to teach the 5-out motion offense today. Now, the reason I've picked that and the reason I think that's really good for junior basketball is it's basically positionless. Everyone plays every position. So I'm actually going to bring this in under 12 rep level that everyone has to run 5 out, because I think too often we get caught up in pigeonholing. Well, Jason's bigger than everyone at under 12, so we're going to make him a big and he just stands under the basket. And then he never learns that skill set. But then he doesn't grow. By the time he's in 14s, he's a nobody. So I think how it fits in is what we're going to teach today, and the concepts we teach and how we teach it. All right? So, but I think that's really important to understand what your role is and then how that fits in. So if you justify that, that's part of my coaching philosophy. So everything I try and do is based back to that, particularly at this level, at domestic level. So there's 4 key components to the game. Obviously, transition offense, transition defense, half-court offense, half-court defense. Today we're going to focus on primarily half-court offense. So other clinics will be on the other stuff. Today's half-court offense. So we're not going to even talk about how we transition into it or anything like that. Most of it's going to be about what we do in the half court. I'm going to try and structure what we do around what your trainings would look like, because obviously most of you have a court, half court for 45 minutes to an hour at most, once a week. Okay, so I'm going to try and structure it so it's stuff you can do in that setting. How we teach in the half court offense, I think there's different phases to what we do. How we teach and build up offense is really important. So I like the idea of going whole, part, whole. All right, and that's not rocket science, and I didn't make that up, but I think it really works. Just put that down over there, fellas. It's all good. Thank you. Nah, put that down. It's all good. Whole, part, whole. So that's what I'm going to try and do and demonstrate today of how to do that. So we show them the whole at the start so they get some form of context. They won't understand it, but they'll at least see it and whatever. Then we'll break it down in different ways. So I'll send these notes out. I've just got to tidy them up a little bit. But so there's the 5-on-0. So they've got to see it first, I think. Particularly when you get a bit older, under 12s, under 14s, under 16s and up. Let them see it first at the start of training, just the pattern. Then you have to break it down. So how you can break that down? Break down shooting drills. So everyone does shooting drills, all right? Or works on layups and things like that. Try and build in some drills that are also working the concept. So concept shooting, that's a way to break it down. This is the big one at the moment, small-sided games. So 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4. So rather than just playing 5-on-5 and it being really ugly, or your worst kid being able to hide, break it down in 2-on-2, 3-on-3. All right, everyone gets a touch. They get to learn it a bit more. There's a bit more space for them to operate, harder to defend. They can understand the concept. Then there's breakdown drills where you create an advantage for the offense. So you put them in a situation to succeed, and we'll do some of that today. All right, so we basically put the offense in a spot where they're going to have some success. So then they'll understand a little bit more. And then the last thing is coming back to the 5-on-5. So the whole, part, whole. See it on 0, break it down in all those ways, and then at the end of your training you come back and you can play at 5-on-5 or in your games you're working on 5-on-5, because I highly doubt anyone gets 10 to training or can do that, even at rep level. So that's the whole methodology of see it, break it down and teach it, and then come back to it in the game setting. So that's how I think we should teach. And I think if you take anything away from today, it's not just the actual X's and O's of what we're going to do and the actual pattern we go through. You can take that if you want, but you could also do whatever else you want, but try and take the teaching methodology. So the whole and how we do it, because I think that's more important. And that's what I want you to understand with building your team offense. That's how to do it. And I was very lucky to learn from a coach in Sydney called Reece, who's one of the best teachers I've ever seen of the game. I don't coach the way he coaches. I can coach completely differently, but I teach the way he teaches. And it's this methodology here. Show them, break it down in various different ways with your shooting, with your 2-on-2, your 3-on-3, your 4-on-4, and then build it back to 5-on-5. And I think it's a really good way for the players to develop understanding. Plus it's fun, right? They like playing 2-on-2 and 3-on-3. Drip feed a little concept in there without overthinking it and let them play. Because today, I'll finish up because I'm talking too long. I know I can see everyone glazing over a little bit. But today, it's what I really want to emphasize is I want to teach them how to play, not what to play. How to play, not what to play. All right? I don't want to be running a play and saying we're going to get this shot. I want to teach them how to play, how to be creative. All right? How to understand spacing. How to understand what they do once they pass the ball and play off the ball. How to understand if they draw two players, what they've got to do. Do they take a bad shot or do they kick it to the open player? All right, so how to play, not what to play, and hopefully we eventually get to that point today. The last couple of things I'll go through is what I'm going to emphasize specifically. So we're going to talk about spacing before we create an advantage. So on offense, before we take a shot, we should have an advantage before shot. So what's an advantage, boys? You can answer this. What's an advantage in basketball? Having the ball is an advantage, that's right. But we've got the ball. How can we create an advantage to get a shot? What would an advantage look like? We could screen, yep. So why would a screen create an advantage? What does it do? Yeah, it frees someone up. It gets two players on one player and one player's open. All right? A 2-on-1 is an advantage. So if I drive it, someone helps, I can pass off. All right? If someone's running past me and we can play 5-on-4 on a drive, it's an advantage. So we're going to talk about how we create an advantage, but the key thing is before we create one, we're going to have the right spacing. Because if two players on the court set a screen or make a cut or whatever to create an advantage, but everyone else is in the key and clogging it up, it's no good. All right, so the first thing you've got to understand is spacing and the alignment. All right, so we use the term spacing before advantage, and I stole this again, I'm not claiming it's mine, it's Liam Flynn's. Spacing before advantage, advantage before shot. All right, so if you get your kids to understand that, they'll be good basketball players. Spacing before advantage, advantage before shot. All right, and we'll try and drip feed that in a bit today through the concepts. Last two things. Their skill package, their fundamental skills are more important than the X's and O's. So today I'm going to talk about some concepts, but without them being able to pass with their left hand, pass with their right hand, dribble with both hands, have good footwork and pivot, be able to play under pressure, be able to score the ball at speed, be able to shoot from the perimeter, it doesn't matter what we run. All right, I could have the best player in the world, and if I don't have players that have the skills to be able to execute, it doesn't matter. So what I'm also going to push is that you coach their skills, all right? Really coach the fundamental five. Their dribbling, passing, shooting, footwork, and then being able to defend one-on-one. They're the five. If they can do that, they can play. All right, then we teach the concepts. So I think that's really key. And they'll try and do that by, and I said this today in my state training, so Clayton's already heard this once today, and Marvin's already heard it, get more drill out of the drill. So if we're doing a basic shooting drill, what's a way I could get, obviously the emphasis on shooting, but what's a way I could get more drill out of the drill? What else could I emphasize? Rebounding. So they've got to go after the ball, anticipate it. What else? Yeah, passing. It's the biggest one. All right, being able to hit them, be ready. Okay, so we can get more drill out of the drill, and I'm going to try and show that today. But that's one thing I'd encourage you guys to do. You only get an hour all right, or 45 minutes in a half court. So you've got to find ways to get more out of less time. You've got to be more creative, more adaptive. You know, no one here is a college coach that gets their team 5 days a week, 3 hours a day. US college coaches get that. So they can take their time and teach things and break it down, whatever. We have to be very creative and adaptive as either domestic, rep, state coach, whatever. You don't get much time with your group. So you've got to try and get more drill out of the drill. All right? And we'll try and do that today and how we do it. But first thing, can I get 5 guys up? I might just go the green guys. There's 5 of you guys. And I'll show the hole. So I'm going to show the hole now. I'm not going to be very detailed to start with. I'm just going to show a bit of the action. All right, so I need you guys in a 5 out. See if you know it. 5 out spacing. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, so the first thing is the alignment and the spacing. So just come back a little bit, man. What's your name? Samuel. All right, so we want 5 out means 5 outside the 3. Now I would encourage you guys to teach, even though that I know in 12s and 14s the blue line is the 3-point line, I would still teach them the space off the white line, because in a game they'll creep in. All right? So in 5 out, if I'm coaching under 8s or under 10s, it might just be spread out. If I'm coaching a really good under 10s or older, under 12s, under 14s, I'm going to be a bit more specific. So we've got 2 in the corners and 2 on the wings. So foul line extended just above foul line extended. All right, cool. And then we have our guard at the top. So that's the 5 out alignment. Okay. Now, if they just stood still in a game, it'd be very easy to defend. But that's where they've got to start. So that's spacing before advantage, is having this spacing. All right? Because now, if you're really good, what might you be able to do with that much space? Yeah, you might be able to, if you're playing against me, who's a terrible defender, you might be able to just break me down and beat me to the basket and make a play, because they gave you space to try and create the advantage. All right? And we need an advantage before shot. So, the spacing is really key. So this is the pattern. Now, I'm not going to be overly detailed because I'll build it back up to it. But basically, he's got to pick a side of the floor. So we don't want him to pass off what's called Main Street. So the middle of the court, you've got to pick a side. So how you're going to do that is dribble, and you're going to get in line with what we call the seam. So foul line, the keyway to keyway is called the seam, and he's got to pick one of those sides. Why is that? Why has he got to pick a side? Rawley, what do you reckon? Yeah, I like that. But what else? If we think about junior basketball, if he passes from back there, go back. How long's that pass? All right, and that's a chance for me to get a steal and a layup the other end. If he comes at it, shortens that pass, now you can throw that. Good. Now, this is the key part with everything. On every catch, the thought process, this is, well, no matter what offense you run, is can I score? Can I score? Now, it doesn't mean shoot every time. That's what some of the kids will think, right? It doesn't mean shoot every time. But you must be a threat on every catch. So on every catch, you catch and face the basket and think, can I score? So you throw it. You got to give him a chance to be a threat too, okay? So we pass to the wing. Zach catches and faces and thinks, can I score? All right, a little bit wider, man. All right, the person at the top, they're going to set up their cut, take a step or two away, give him a chance to score, then cut hard to the basket. All right, so walk away, then sprint to the rim. Now, go back. Don't throw it yet. So we want to show the pattern. Obviously, we could pass to that, not there. You're going to look at it for a second or two, start to backpedal out, and then start to roll out. Now, come back. Now, slow down. You're not that quick. Slow motion. Go back. Stay there. Don't cheat. I'll tell you when I want you to go. Now, what he's got a chance of once you cut is another chance for an advantage, because now look at the space here. So he gave you space at the start. Now look at that space there. Where would you look to drive? Maybe. Where is there more space? Is there though? Because his defender's probably going to stand here. Where's there no one's defender? Good, to the middle. And then you might be there for the dish. He's there for the kick, and we can play. So you've got to give him a second or two to try and do that. Now if you don't, you're then going to sprint up. And again, towards the ball, pick a side, not in the middle. You've got to get this side of the line. So in line with the seam. have the reversal pass. Now on every catch, what's he got to do? Can I score? Square up, can I score? So on that catch, immediately as you're going out, Lockie fills up, just to there, you've got to look to attack. So his first dribble is an attacking dribble. If you can't beat them, then drag dribble, and then you're looking to play that. So you've balanced it to the other side of the floor. So first dribble is attacking. If you can beat your player, keep going. All right? If not, throw to the wing. What's Lockie's job now? Come back, Wiggins. Can I score? So you're out to the corner because you've got to finish your cut at the three-point line. He's looking to score the ball. Now, if not, you're setting up your cut, walk away, sprint cut to the rim, look for it. You might be able to throw that. If not, you've got the drive on the back of him. Cool? Not on, sprint up, outside the three, outside the three, outside the three. Good, we reverse the ball and keep going. So that's the basic pattern. So run through that from the start. So it's pass, cut, replace, really basic. This is old school. This is not anything new, but I think it's something that's good to teach, particularly if you can get some of the detail into it. But it's something that's gone out of the game is ball reversal. Go. Cut through. So you give him a quick look. 1, 2. If it's not on, you've got to sprint. Up. No. Over. Seam. Good. Dribble swing. Pass, cut. Hold there. Next one comes up. So they just pass, cut and fill. Now you guys are spacing fully. No, we're only cutting from the top. We're only cutting from the top. Don't creep up too much. Dribble swing. All right, and we go. So cut. Good. So, don't dribble up. So we're not dribbling from the wing unless we're putting it to the floor, attacking the ring. All right? So you don't just dribble up for no reason. You're trying to attack, beat your player. If it's not, he'll fill up. All right? So he'll give you a chance to score as Zach's going out. If there's nothing on, you reverse it to Lockie. All right? Good. You look to score. Try and beat your player. All right? Not there, we reverse it on. So that's the basic pass, cut, replace we're going to work on. Okay? Which I'll send out the pattern. But there's that. All right, so at least they know what the context is now when we break it down. They have no idea why they're doing it, really. All right, but they at least know the pattern, and when we come back to it, it'll make more sense. Now, the thing with this is, I won't do it now. I won't do it now. Change my mind. I won't do it. So that's the basic pattern. But now I'm going to show some of the skills and warm-up drills I would do to work on the skill set they need to do to play out of this. Because throw the ball to Wiggins. All right? Now, you cut Lockie. You fill up. There's no drive. All right? What skill set has he got to have right now? Otherwise, the offense is done. He's got to have a left hand. If he can't pass with his left hand, the game's done. All right? So it doesn't matter what offense it is, we wouldn't be able to reverse the ball. Okay, so I'm going to show some drills now of how we can do that. So boys, you'll all be up. All right, I need one partner up, one person on the sideline, one person 2 meters opposite. You've both got a basketball. There's basketballs in the bag. Quick, let's go. This sideline, this sideline, this sideline. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This sideline, partner up opposite. There's balls in the bag, fellas. Partner up, partner up, partner up. Come on, the rest of you can get ready. Teague, you need a ball. No, you need your own. Get one out of the bag. Everyone needs a basketball. Now, this drill now is partner passing. It's really simple, but I think it's important. If you're coaching under 8s or under 10s that are new, I would start with one ball, even under 12s if they're new. Okay, so I'm going to start with 2 because I think most of these guys can handle it. But if I'm doing partner passing with younger age groups, probably just start with 1. All right, so again, this is the drill we might do as our warm-up. Again, everyone's going to have a ball. They're going to be engaged in it. Everyone needs a ball. Have we got an odd number? No, we're even. Cool. Why are we lost then? Just take one of these, man. Come on. Lucky this isn't a real practice. It'd almost be over. So we're lucky this is an hour and a half demonstration. Okay, so you guys are a little bit closer. Now we're going to work on as in these guys. You guys are right. So the main part with this is everyone's going to have a ball. We're going to be able to do a lot of stuff really short and sharp. Again, this is not revolutionary, but I think passing is an under-taught skill in the game, particularly at the moment at all levels, and it lets us down in different ways because, again, it doesn't matter what we run, cutting, screening, whatever. If we can't pass with both hands and hit people ready to shoot, pass to an advantage, it's no good. So First game we're going to do, fellas, you're going to start down in stance, drop our hips down, chest up. We're going to bounce twice with our right, one hand only, step with our right, get our wrist behind the ball and push with our right. So bounce, bounce, step, pass. One hand, time on the full if we can, go. Bounce, bounce, step, pass. Right hand only. Bounce, bounce, step, pass. Step with your foot. Other foot. Other foot. Right foot. There you go. Right foot, right hand. One hand, flick your wrist. Right foot, one hand. Hard bounce, pass. Hard bounce, pass. All right, freeze. So, more drill out of the drill. I want, boys, stance. So this is a skill. Being able to play low, chest up, sitting in your game, that's a skill. So don't come out of that stance. If you're bending your back like this, do you look like a basketball player? All right, you've got to be chest up, sitting in your game, bounce, bounce, step, pass, stay low. All right, now, that's the first bit. Hard dribble, second bit, pound it. Third bit is what? The pass, wrist behind it, peg it. All right, now you're going to do a bounce pass. So you're going to go bounce, bounce, bounce pass. Flick your wrist, get, go, go. Go, go, go. Step into it, Rawley. Right foot, right hand. Come on, man. Get low, get low, get low. Bounce it to him. Flick your wrist. Bounce it to him. All right, hold there. Left hand, back to the air pass. Bounce, bounce, step, pass. Go. And the bounce pass will come into it when we talk about the back door. So if they're overplayed in the 5-out, it's an automatic back cut. You've got to be able to throw the bounce pass to be able to hit them. So it's important for them to be able to really build that up with both hands. Come on. Bounce, bounce, step, pass. Good. Bounce, bounce, step, pass. Hard pass. Hard pass. I think the stance is really important too. Like these guys, they all stand up and these are pretty good players. So really being able to emphasize that is key. All right, hold. Bounce pass now. Take it half a step back. Half a step back. Now you guys have to pass the ball hard. All right? Bounce, bounce. Get it there quick because in the 5-out, Teague, you're at the top. Quick. If I get overplayed, someone's in the passing lane, you're looking to pass to me, what are you going to have to do? Nope. Other hand, left hand, bounce pass behind the defender, all right? So you've got to have this skill set. I was just saying to the coaches why it's important, and you guys, we've been a little bit sloppy with it. You've got to be able to pass with both hands, get that wrist behind it, peg it in the floor, make sure your eyes are up. Go, go, go. Left hand, other left. Come on, man. Go, 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 go. Good. One last thing. The reason I say same foot, same hand is to create the angle. Some people teach that, but I don't think they've gone anywhere. I think same foot, same hand is better from my point of view, but each to their own. Hold there. All right, next one. We're going right to left, crossover, cross, cross, pass, bounce pass. Cross, cross, bounce pass. Flick your wrist, work your crossover, work your stance, work your pass. Go. Cross, cross, pass. Bounce pass. Cross, cross, bounce. Flick your wrist, get it to him. Peg it, peg it. You got to really flick your wrist and peg it. Don't make it easy. You got to peg the pass, bounce it. John, bounce. There you go. Cross, cross, pass. Bounce. No, that's all right. Yep, bounce. Good, bounce. Bounce the ball. Other way, other way, other way. I haven't done it now, but one thing I would suggest, if you have a team of right-handers, do twice as much on their left. 2 to 1. All right? So, general rule of thumb is twice as much work on their non-dominant hand as their dominant hand. Reason being, they're not as good at it, so they've got to do more. All right, hold there. Pretty good. Now, you could do whatever you want in this, all right, to really work on their passing. There's one last one I'm going to do, but I think you could do this really quick. They're working the ball handling, they're working their stance. All right, at the start of training, this is a quick warm-up drill and dexterity drill. I think it's something simple, but something you can do. And you could build it to whatever you want. You could build between the legs, whatever, all right? Can this outside line put their basketball down? Just turn and put it down. You're the outside line, yep. All right, cool. Can you guys step back to the edge of the key where Teague is? Cool. All right, so now we're going to work chest pass. Now the chest pass really only comes in the game when you're talking about pushing the ball down the floor. All right, it doesn't really come into it in the half court with this because you're going to have a defender, and if you just got the ball like that, they're probably going to steal it. You've got to be able to protect it, pass with both hands, all right? But the chest pass is still an important skill for them to learn, and we're also going to work on the skip. Again, they're not going to be great at it now, but by the time they're in 16s, 18s, they've got to be able to have that skill set. So, right now, we're down in stance. You guys have your hands ready, hungry hands. Step into it, and you're going to push pass. So it's both hands on the side of the ball, and we finish fingers down. It's two-hand pass like that. So we flick, and our thumbs finish down. All right? So it's not one hand, it's step, push. Now, if you get really comfortable, take a step back further, make a further pass. You've got to get power from your legs, and you've got to push that ball. Go, chest passes. Push it, push it. Both thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. Now, you think, I know a lot of you guys would have played, the chest pass was a very important part of the game. No one teaches it anymore. Half these guys, it's one hand, it's this. They've got to have that skill set, particularly if they're going to be a guard, to kick that ball up the floor. All right? Because they should be able to pass from here to the other end like that. They really should. So it's an important skill. Take a step back, fellas. Take a step back. Half court. Split line, split line, split line. Go. Step into it. Flick your wrist. Flick your wrist. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Teague, you can go back further. Good. Really good technique. Rolly. Flick your wrist. Flick your wrist. Good, Zach. Good. Step into it. Power, power, power. Two hands, John. Two hands. There you go. That's all right. All right. Hold there. So, I just do that for a quick hit. The other thing I'd be saying to them is how many passes were perfect? Who threw perfect passes every time? No one? Pretty controlled drill. No defense, no running. All right? And that's why passing is really important. Wait till we add defense in. All right? So that's the thing they've got to understand is even in a drill like this, they should be trying to make perfect passes every single time. In the shooting drill we're talking about before, perfect passes every time because you know what? Once there's defense, it becomes a lot harder. Now, last one, come back a tiny bit. Bit more. Bit more. All right, now we're going the overhead skip pass. So this becomes really important in 16s, 18s because of zone defense. All right, and you need to be able to skip pass from one side to the other, otherwise they can just load to the ball side and really stifle what you're trying to do on offense. Now, technique is again, power through the legs, overhead pass without taking it right behind your head like a soccer shy, and flick the wrist. Overhead, flick your wrist. Overhead, flick your wrist. Go. Flick it. Flick it. Good. Teague, you can come back. Lockie, you can come back. Good. Good. Power through the legs and flick those wrists. Zach, you can move back. Move back. Flick those wrists hard. All right, move back, everyone. Move back. Couple of big steps. Good. Flick those wrists. You got it. Teague, a bit further. Yep. You got it. Power through the legs. Good. All right, hold there. Now, again, I don't think this is extremely important for them at their age, but I do think it's important to work on for where they're going to be in the future. So I think those basic passing things are really key. All right, everyone's down here on the edge of the key with me. Yep, cool. All right, one line here without basketballs. One line there with basketballs. All right, so there's two lines. If you've got a basketball, you're in this line. There. All right, this is X out layups. So again, I'll send out the notes. X out layups. We're in our half court. I've got my 6 or 7 players with my domestic training. Really good, simple drill to work footwork, passing, catching, and making the layup on the run. All right, all important stuff. So start down in stance like you're ready to go. You're going to dribble with your outside hand, your left hand, towards that elbow, or just outside it. So you're going to come up here, couple of dribbles, and then you're going to jump stop there. Low, ball on your left hip, land like that. Teague, you're going to run right off his back and cut out towards this elbow. So that's where the X comes into it. You're going to catch here on your outside hand. So you're going to get here and plant, and he's going to throw it to you. Freeze there. Go. Jump stop, pivot, good. So as soon as you then pass from here, pivot, pass, you're going to push off Teague, you're going to throw the ball out in front on a bounce pass. So bounce pass, and he's going to make the layup. All right? Stole it. All right, let's see it once. Then as soon as they're out of the way, you guys go. X out layups. Go. Jump stop. Pivot. Pass. Pass back. Good. Next. Go. Jump stop. Pivot. Pass. Pass back. Good. Next one. Go. Come out a little bit higher. Go. Straight away. Push off. He'll lead you onto it. Next. So in this, depending on the level of your group, will be determine how much detail you'll coach into it. I could do this drill with the Big V women's team, but what I emphasize on it will be different to these guys. So the main thing is, so some of them are using the wrong hand. I ask them to use left, all right? Some are using right at the start. I'm okay with the right hand layup, but the left hand dribble, all right? So again, first time you introduce it with your group, you might just let them get the pattern. The next time you do it, you get more detail in it. No, left hand, jump stop, left hand pass. On your jump stop, what type of pivot you then want. All right, you can build a lot into it. Hold there. So I'm going to try and get some more drill out of it now. Boys, what can we do better? One at a time. Yeah, we can go faster. I think that's important. At certain times, we can definitely go faster. What else? What type, in what way? Yeah, using the left where it's appropriate. All right. So I want to see us make sure it's left-hand dribble every time. And I don't want like 3 or 4 slow dribbles. If I can get outside the elbow in 2, I want to get there in 2. Push, land. All right, sit into it, forward pivot, then hard pass. All right, and then as soon as I pass, I'm taking off. What can this guy do better? The receiver. Yeah, get there faster. I think they're doing okay with timing. Pass the ball in front. Is that what you mean, John? Yep, so they can hit in front so they can run on their layup. What else? Yeah, quick pass back. What else? Yeah, call for it, but you don't have to scream for it. You just have your hands ready. So get here and sit into it. Bang. Passing and catching, having your hands ready, because that's going to be important when we build our team O later. Go. Push, jump stop, pivot. Back to him straight away. Good. Get it to him real quick. I don't care if you have to do right or left, just get it back to him. Go. Get it back to him. Good. Next one. Pass back. Good. And now, obviously, we could do the other side. We could do different layups. I'm not going to do them all now, but I think the X out layup drill is a simple drill. If you got 6 players to work on some skill set and stuff, even there's the timing on the give and go, like getting it back to the guy in front so he can run onto it. You could also work, if you get it later, with better teams, reverse layup, things like that. Hold there. So this is the next drill I do in a warm-up. Now, not every training, just occasionally. All right, now we're going to do 2-on-1. So I need a line here with basketballs, a line under the basket without, and a line out there without. So the reason I put the 2-on-1 in, all right, it's kind of what we spoke about before. We're always trying to create an advantage before we get a shot, and most advantages, particularly in younger age groups, is like a 2-on-1. I draw a player and have to pass off, okay? And then the decision of when to drive and score or drive and pass. So I think the 2-on-1 is really important for them to do. And this is a drill, again, in the half court that I can do. So offense, defense. The 2 offensive players, when I say go, you've got to sprint and touch halfway. And then you're coming back into a 2-on-1. The middle line, the defense, I'm going to make it easier for you. Yellow line. Now, walk through that. Go. Bit faster. Get to that point. All right, good. So they take off. Now, again. Now, depending on your level, under 8s, under 10s, you might just let them go the first 5 times. I'm going to give the detail straight up. So once you touch that yellow line, Lockie, you're going to sprint back to the basket and see both. You're going to point your pistols. All right? So 2 offense, 1 defense. You can't guard both completely. You're going to try and protect the basket and see both. Get there. Offensively, the player with the ball must be in attack mode. Can I score? Always. So you're going to drive at the elbow and look to attack the basket. The lane runner is running through the high side of the block. Freeze. Pretty good. Come back. Something good just happened over there. All right, so now he's got the decision, driving lane or passing lane. Now, how he defends it determines it. So if Lockie sits back here, do you still have a drive? So you've got to keep driving if you can see it. Because the worst thing that'll happen is he'll come and foul you late. All right, so if you can still see the driving lane, you take it. Man, I'm going to have a sore voice at the end. All right, if he takes away the driving lane, what does it open up? The pass. So if Lockie takes that away, you got the pass and the layup. All right, so that's driving lane, passing lane concept. Little kids can pick that up real quick. Oh, if the lane's there, I take it. If not, I pass. That's all it is. Come back. We're going live. Quick, from the start. Now, you don't go in the second line until I say go, all right? Go. Push, push, push. Fast, fast, fast. Pace. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Attack it, attack it. Not bad. Next, go. Sprint. Again, this is not a rocket science drill, but it's something I would do to help build my offense with a young team. All right? Go. Sprint. Come on, Rawley. See both, see both. Point those pistols. Hedge. Good. Not too bad. Go. Next. Fast, fast, fast. Attack, attack, attack. Good. Go, go. Sorry, go. So you got to go more aggressive. You got to look to score that. Push, push, push. Next, go. Pretty good. Hold there. All right, fellas, can I make it 5 lines? So I need an extra line on the edge of the key. Edge of the key. 5 lines. This time basketball start in the middle. The middle. That's you. Yep. All right. Even up the lines, Lock. So this would all be the first 15 minutes of training. First 15 minutes. All right, now we're going 3 verse 2. So offense, put your hand up. Offense, offense. So the middle and the 2 outside lines, outside lines, they're offense. These 2 inside lines, you guys are D. All right, so I say go, it's a flat out sprint. Go, go, yep. All right, freeze now. Defensively, they've got to defend ball and basket. Trying to get more drill out of the drill. Again, if it's the first time you do it, you might just let them go, but I want to coach both. I want to get more out of it. So you guys have to guard ball and basket because you can't guard everything in a 3-on-2. So one person sprints back to basket and calls basket. You're going to take ball. Now, it doesn't mean you have to run at it. You're just going to pick it up when he's in a scoring area, so 3-point line. All right? You guys are going to sprint in the lanes. So if a pass goes past one of them, then we've got to swap roles. Ball, sprint, basket. Okay, does that make sense for the D? So you're always ball or basket. Are you good with that? Good with that? We cool? Offensively, I want you to run wide, and then same thing, be aggressive, try and create 2-on-1s. Go from the start. From the start. So I just think these situations, if they can't play with an advantage, then it doesn't matter what else we do. Go! So I think put them in this stuff because it's really important for them to learn. Push, push, push! And then just learn to play. Again, how to play, not what to play. Next group, ready, go! Sprint! And it's going to be messy at times. Push, push, but so's their games. Ball basket defense, ball basket. Rebound, rebound, pretty good shot, go! Sprint! Who's ball, who's basket? Talk it, talk it, talk it. Push it, Rawley. 5, 4. All right, hold there, fellas. Now, I want less passing now. Reason I want less passes. Why do you think that would be? Correct. It's not going to be a 3-on-2 forever. All right, the other defenders are sprinting back, so it's got to be a quick score. All right, 2, 3 passes maximum. 2 passes ideally, at most. So be aggressive, create 2-on-1s. Go. Push, push, push. Ball basket. Be aggressive, quicker scores. Can I score? Can I score? 3, 2, 1. All right, because you'll get that when they play it. Go! They'll just end up passing around, taking too long. You're going to have to put a time limit or a pass limit or something on it. Because it's got to be fast. It's called fast break. All right, sometimes this is a slow break. Go! Push! It's fast, Lockie, go! Run that lane, John. Run that lane, John. Run that lane. Be aggressive. There you go. All right, hold there. Not bad. The last part of it is building some detail for the offense. This I would only do with 14 teams that are more experienced and above. Younger teams, just let them play and explore. All right, so the next bit of detail for a 3-on-2. So come to the point where the offense has got the ball. Yep. You guys are in ball basket. Okay, so you're going to pass to a wing. Freeze. So we know the rotation is going to be this. So the weak side player is going to cut in towards the block and put pressure on the rim. Now, if Zach stayed high, you'd get a layup. All right, but generally he's going to sink back. You're then going to fill the ball side elbow. All right, so Zach, you're running back to that. You're filling here because we want to create 2 versus 1. So right now, we've got a 2-on-1 here against Teague. All right, if he guards you, you kick it here. Now what do we got that we just played before? You're not that quick. What do we got that we just played before?
2-on-1.
2-on-1. Driving lane, passing lane. Quick decision. All right? So they pitch ahead and fill ball side elbow. Weak side player cuts towards the rim. Let's see it a couple of times. And again, this is not rocket science, but that's how I'd progress things through different age groups. Go! So I want to pitch ahead. Fill ball side elbow. Quick, fast, pitch. Elbow. Cut to the rim. What's your decision? Quick decision. Left-hand skill set. Left-hand skill set. So you've got to work on that, Jace. Or some of his coaches. Where's Rowan? Go. But it just shows, right? Like, that's a good player, but he can't make that pass under pressure. Quick decision. Power layup. Not too bad. All right, hold there. That's enough. All right, but you can see why I'm saying that skill at the start is really important. Fellas, chill out for a second, come sit down. Chill out for a second, come sit down. All right, so that's like stuff I do in the warm-up. Now I'm going to show how I build up the pass and cut. Yeah, pretty much. I know. Lucky I'm not a domestic coach. I wouldn't ever get it through anything. All right, so now I'm going to build up the pass and cut. So you 4 will do. Can I get 2 balls and 2 players without? You guys just chill out for a second, but come watch so you know what's going on. All right? Because otherwise you won't know. So sit down here so you can pay attention. Because I'm going to sub some of you guys in. All right. So we're now going to build up the pass and cut. Because they're left hand. Who's left-handed? Anyone? No? Perfect. Their left hand isn't very good. We're going to start on the left side. So I need the people with basketballs up here. The 2 without in the corner. Now, this is a concept shooting drill because it's going to be the concept, but we're working on their finishing and passing, trying to get more drill out of the drill. So rather than just do a shooting drill where we stand here and shoot, we're going to do it out of the pass and cut, or a layup drill where it's just layup lines, we're going to do it out of the pass and cut. All right, so John, you're going to time your lead to the wing as he's dribbling the ball down. So you're going to get to the foul line extended or just above as he's dribbling down. So you've got to time it. All right, the person here with the ball, which hand are you going to dribble with on this side? Left hand, because I'm defending you like this between you and the basket. You've got to dribble in your left, your outside hand. All right, so you're going to take 1 or 2 dribbles, but you're looking at the basket, not at John. Because if he just looks at John, the person will just defend the pass. All right, so you've got to encourage him to be a threat. Here, John leads to the wing, come on. We throw the left-hand pass. Ooh, the left-hand one we did before. I don't care if you make a mistake. And then, John, what do you got to do on every catch? Face the basket. Catch on the wing, look at the rim. On every catch, can I score? Whatever you want to say, they've got to do that. So you've got to catch and be a threat. Try and beat your player. All right? You've got to set your cut up. So I didn't talk about this much before, but in the pass and cut, you've got to set your cut up. So defender stands here. You've got to walk them away 1 or 2 steps. Walk. They come with you. Then you face cut at sprint. So it's pass, walk, sprint. Sprint. Hand out in front. And then, John, you're going to pass it to him for the layup. All right? Go do it from the start. From the start. Don't be afraid of making a mistake. Go from the start. So try and time it. Go. Pass. Cut. All right, what can he do better? Yeah, set up his cut. All right, so you didn't set your cut, you give and go. All right, which is pass and cut's the same thing, but you got to have patience because you got to give your teammate a chance to score, walk away for a step or two, boom, then sprint to the rim, hand out in front, and we go from there. Go. Walk, set up your cut. Nope. You're the same speed the whole time. So you've got to listen, fellas. If you just pass and go, all right, you're not giving him a chance to score, and you're not making me defend because I'll just run with you. Come back and walk through it with me. Must be bad coaching. That's what I always say when they stuff up, I say it's bad coaching. Now, it's partly in jest, but it's also to take the heat off them. All right, I obviously didn't explain that well enough. Pay attention again, I'll do better. All right, I did it about 12 times today with my state team. Okay, and it was bad coaching, but that's okay. All right, come back, time it, let's go. Walk, then cut. Come back. So there's got to be the setup. So you defend me for a second. So if I pass it to him in a game and I just run, you're going to run with me. I want you to fall asleep. So I want him to switch off. So I'm going to walk over here. 1, 2, you come with me, then I cut. All right, and that's what I want. All right, does that make more sense? Go again. So walk, then sprint. That's what I was saying before though, the pass and cut's gone out of the game. Every one of you would have learned this as a player. It's gone out of the game. Go. It's important for them to understand. Pass, walk, then cut. Sprint. Not too bad. Next guy, go. Run, rewind. John Mel, come on, man. You're in the 14-3 boys. Get in the seam. So in line with the elbow and dribble with your left hand. Go. Pass. Walk, sprint. Not too bad. Few too many steps, but I'll live with it. Next. Left hand pass. Good. You can do it, then cut. All right. They kind of look a bit drunk at the moment. They're like running around like that. It's just 2 steps away. All right. Like just pass, 1, 2, go. Maybe that's what I look like. It was really bad or something, but just 2 steps away, then cut. Go. What's that? That must be right. Good. That was better. All right. Now, hold there. Now, how can you get more out of this right now? Which hand could you work on more? Left. So left hand shot, like on the layup. Left hand pass. All right. So that's how you can do more out of it. Is really work that. And you did it before, which is good because you struggled when we were playing it. So it's good to work on it. All right. Now I want to get more drill out of the drill. Lead. Throw. Walk to set. Take 1 or 2. Just for 2 steps. That's like 6. Go back. It's just 1, 2, then change. Freeze. Now, I want you to pass to him. No, as he cuts. So cut. Cut to the rim. All right, not too bad. So he did the bounce pass. Because what they were all doing before is what type of pass? Notice doing this. All right, now you be my defender. You're going to run to the ring in a second, make the cut, throw to me. All right. So how are we going to pass, fellas, to make it better, make it more game-like? How could we pass? I could do a bounce pass around him. Yeah? All right. Or the one I want us to work on right now is we're down in stance. As he cuts, I'm going to throw an overhead pass like that. So throw it to him on the run. So down in stance, then quick overhead pass above them. All right. Again, I think in the drills like this, even though we're working the concept, the layup, whatever, getting the guy there to work on the quick overhead pass down and then up and throw over the top. Do that. Go. Do that. Go. Left hand, John. Pass, walk to set, sprint to the rim. Overhead pass. Overhead, not the bounce. Next. Next, go. Next, roller, use your left. Walk to set, sprint. Good. John, that's not overhead. All right, next, go. Sprint, not bad. Good. All right, so we can see that skill set's hard to work on, but if we're going to play a pass and cut or any type of offense where they've got to pass to someone cutting to the rim, all right, flex, cut, whatever, you've got to be able to pass to them. And if we just practice in the drill, passing through a defender, it's no good. So imagine the defender and build that up. Now, little kids, under 8s, just get them to pass back to each other and build it in. All right, pass, move, that's okay. 14s, they should be able to start to understand, set my cut up, then sprint, target hand out in front, finishing with the correct hand. They should start to be able to understand that. All right, can I have 4 of you guys demonstrate on the other side? On the other side, quick.
Come on, Mitchell.
You 4, you guys take a break. So do the same thing on the other side. Boys, watch out. Do the same thing on that side that they just did. All right? Zach's right up there. So Lockie, time your lead. You guys time the dribble. Pass, walk to set, sprint your cut. Go. Good job, fellas. That was all right. I know it was hard, a lot of detail. Pretty good. Target hand out in front. Nice pass, Lockie. Rebound and then go. Next one, next one. Next one. Quick, quick, quick. Good. Just watch the guys on the wing though. Watch them for a second. Watch the guys on the wing. Their passing's better, but there's something wrong with what they do. All right, hold there. Fellas, really good. Way to jump straight in. You obviously paid attention. You did a really good job. What was the one thing the guys on the wing forgot to do every single time, pretty much? Can I score? Catch on the wing, look at the rim. There's never been a great basketball player that looks this way, all right, when we're scoring at this ring. If you play in older leagues, they just won't defend you, all right? So then you're just on the court but not a threat. So you got to catch, be down, then game like pass. You're looking for your own first. You must be a threat. So when this pass comes, they walk to set up their cut. That's your chance to go, all right? That's your chance to go. Next. Pass, look to be a threat, now pass. Not too bad. Next one, go, next one, next one, next one. Lead to the wing, catch and face. Overhead pass, overhead. Just because you're taller than people doesn't mean you can throw it through their head. Come on, over the head, go. Next, next, next. Pass, catch and face. Good, that was really good. Get that to him quick, Lockie. That was really good, but just too slow on the pass. Walk, good. All right, not bad. Okay, so there's skill set in that right now. Once your team's done it, like I guarantee if I got those guys out again, they'd be absolutely fine, right? They'd be absolutely fine. It's just that first initial go, there's a bit of teaching. Like I said, depending on what level you're at, like this is hard because I'm trying to go under 8s to under 16s, under 18s really. That depends how much you start with. Like if I'm coaching the little kids, just start with pass, cut, like if they understand that, and then you can teach it more as they get older or as you have them for longer, then do that. But I'm trying to show where these guys probably should be at 14s. All right, and a lot of these guys are rep players or experienced players, and there's still stuff they can work on in it. So it shows it's important. All right. All right, right now I'm going to talk about drive and dish, all right, out of the same drill. Because I spoke about at the start in the whole part when we walked through, driving on the back of the cutter. Zach, I was talking to you about that. All right, so do the exact same thing, cut, don't throw it to him and then freeze. Go. Pass, walk to set, sprint your cut, don't give it to him. All right, so now as he's coming here, we've opened up that gap for you to look to do drive. Cool, so cutter, come back. No, slow down. So the cutter cuts to the rim, gets vision of it, and then to start with, they're just coming out, but they've got to keep a look over their shoulder because in the 5 out, you're going to be the receiver. As he drives, your player's likely to want to help, so then you'd have to pass off. Now I want you to do a bounce pass. Drive to score, and then bounce pass off, Lockie step in and score that. All right, so we're now going to build in the drive and dish, and it will make sense later in the 5 out. So the cutter is the receiver. Go. Pass, walk to set, sprint, drive on the back of him. Drive. Step in, dish off. Good. Next one. Go. Next one. Go. Come on, Teague. Time your lead. Sprint, drive on the back of him. Drive in, dish off. Good. Next one. Next one. Next one. Come on. Go. 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 So again, this is concepts. So concept shooting. All right. Rather than just do a stationary shooting drill or whatever, I want to work on our concept. All right, I'm doing a breakdown of what the 5 out will look like. I'm building up my offense. Next, come on, go. All right, hold there. Now, that's on a middle drive. Let's drive it the other way now. So the defender overplays it. You're going to drive baseline after they've cut. Walk through it. Pass. Cut hard. Good. Whoop. You don't have to get it above head unless you're going to throw it. So down, unless you're going to throw it, that's fine. Now you're going to jab and then drive it base. Hold there. You're the cutter. Come back here. Now, driving to the rim. Where do you think you go if I'm your defender? Where would you get to get the pass? Where are you going to go? Perfect. In the window. So that's called the dunker spot. You get the dish off in the NBA and they dunk. You're going to move into that space. You're going to make bounce pass, shuffle pass, whatever, and then you're going to score that. Close. All right, demo that. Demo that. Go. So do the drive the other way. So baseline drive and they wheel the opposite. Go. Pass. Cut hard. Good. Drive it. Wheel to the front of the rim. Good. Make sure you drive to score though, Lockie, not drive to pass. So your eyes have to be on the ring. Go, go, go. So that's the thing. When you talk about drive and dish with kids or anyone, they'll drive to pass because it's a drill and I'm going to pass to you. In a game, they've got to be driving to score and then make the pass off if the help comes. So they've got to imagine the defense. That's the hard part. Good. Next one, next one, next one. See how they're setting up the cuts a little bit? Like they pass one step, then go. You guys were trying to do the right thing, but it took like 3 or 4 steps. Just like a one step, hesitate, then go. That's all I want. All right, good. So now we've built up some concept shooting of the pass and cut. Okay? Now I'm going to do a breakdown 3-on-3. 3-on-3. So can I get 3 of the white guys up to defend? The Hornets. Oh, that's okay. Yours is okay too. If you haven't had a go for a while, come in. Roy, you can have a sub. All right, and I only need 3 of you guys. One of you can take a sub. All right. So I'm going to skip the on 0, and if I need to, I'll come back to it, which I probably will, but I'm just cognizant of running out of time. All right, I'm going to let them place firstly to let them explore out of the 3-on-0 pass and cut, but straight into 3-on-3. So you're going to start from the top. You guys will start in the corners. You guys are on defense, so you're matched up. I want to make sure you challenge each other now. Don't just sit back and hope they miss a shot. Okay, so you can play a little bit tighter. All right, and make it tough. Now, you're going to pick a side like we spoke about before. So you don't pass off Main Street. You're going to get to one of the seams and then make a pass. You guys are going to time your lead so you get that catch in the wing. Then what are we into? More than that. Pass and cut. All right? Now, you got the initial catch to be a scorer. You got the drive on the back of the cut. All right? If nothing's on, reverse it to Teague and then we play. All right, let's see how we go. See how we go. Go. Pick a side. Good. Pass. Cut through. All right, now go again and don't look like robots. So you're like, where did he want me to... If you're going to drive, you drive to score. All right? Can you go faster to start with, please? Yep, get into this with pace. Go. Good, good. Hit a wing. Sprint your cut. Play. Fill up, balance the floor. Teague, set up your cut. Look for him. Not there. Good. Oh, that was okay. Good. All right, hold there. All right. Now, I want you guys to be a little bit more competitive. I know it's hard. You've got everyone watching. That was better, that one. All right, defensively, you guys challenged them a bit. Lockie, that was a good drive. When you drew 2 defenders, what should you probably do? Yeah, pass. So anytime you just teach players, if they draw 2, they've got to look for a pass. All right? And the offensive players, we tell them the ball's got eyes and they've got to be able to see it. So if they can't see the ball, they're in the wrong spot. That's what he was doing before on the wheel. All right? It was really good. Remind me your name, man. Samuel. What was really good with what he did was he thought it through of why I've got to get there. Again, I forgot my teaching point. The ball has eyes. He's got to get where the ball can see him. Okay? So if I was his defender in the way, he couldn't get it. All right? Play again. Play again. Challenge him on D. Challenge him on D. Pass. Cut through. Balance the floor. Balance the floor. Wing. Go. Pass. Cut through. Fill. Spacing. All right, hold there. Hold there. Now, I'm going to go back to the on zero like I said I'd have to. But the thing with it is, and what these guys don't quite get yet is spacing before advantage. So you guys are trying to drive and create an advantage, but with poor spacing. Remember the spacing we had before, top, wing, wing. That's your space, all right? Unless you're cutting, that's your space. We don't creep in. We don't have 3 people on this side of the floor. We have our top, wing, wing. All right, that's our spacing. So we've got to have that spacing before we look to create the advantage. Or we have the cut, which opens up more space. All right, can I, white guys jump off a sec? Quick. All right, so now I let them play it. See how it goes. All right, I've taught too much today anyway. But for you guys, I would really encourage you to teach it 3 on 0, the 5 out. And just add the other 2 players in the game, spread out. But get them to understand from the top, if we make a pass, we make a cut. On a reversal pass, I don't cut them because I think it just ends up with too much of that going. But pass from the top to the wing, seam to the wing, guard to the wing, whatever you want to call it, it's a pass and cut. So you're going to do what we did before. Come down, pick a side of the floor. You sprint to the wing. Sprint to the wing. So we've got our spacing. Get to the seam, make a pass. On your pass, whoop, good, set up your cut. Look to score, not there. As that's happening, hold for a second or 2. Because what do you got to give Teague a chance to do? Yeah, can he score? So you give him the initial one, you give him the second one. Don't dribble to him. He's coming to you. It's pass, cut, replace. So he'll replace. You look to be a threat here, not there. Sprint up and fill. Throw there. Good. Be a threat. Come back. You've got to catch in the right floor spot. Get out. Stay back where you were. All right? So he's got to catch in line with the elbow. Now, this is hard for them to understand. But he's got to catch there. You're out on the wing. Out on the wing. Foul line extended. Cool. He's got to catch here. First dribble is attacking, trying to beat me. Second dribble, if there's nothing on, drag it, and you've got to get to the other seam. That's called a dribble swing. All right? Because again, if Lockie tried to pass from here to there, or even from middle to there, that's a steal. Okay? Against half-decent teams. All right? That's a steal. So Knox under 12 boys who beat our team by 50, that's a steal and a layup. No good. All right? We've got to shorten that pass and then be able to play off it. So you pass then, you catch and face. Can I score? You walk to set. Sprint your cut. Hold for a second, Teague. Let him have the chance to drive in the back of it. 1, 2, then sprint and fill. Don't dribble towards him. He'll come to you. Because this is the thing, right? What's he getting out of his dribbling on the spot? What are you getting out of that? Nothing. But you know what you're doing? Taking away any chance to try and drive it after they press you. All right? So you just take your dribbles, pick it up. Teague might be denied. All right? What's up? Nothing, because you've picked up your dribble. So you've got to keep their dribble for when they need it. Cut out unnecessary dribbles. Go from the start. On the third pass and cut, I want a layup. All right? So it's 1 side, 2 side, 3rd side, layup. All right? With the overhead pass. Go. Pass. Cut. Stop. Go again. If you're going to dribble, it's to score. It's not just for the sake of it. Go again. He's going to come to you. He's going to replace. Go. Pass. Walk to set. Sprint. Fill. Dribble swing. At the top, they have to dribble. All right? And we'll get there. Good. Dribble across. Pass. Cut. That's a layup. That was the third one. No, for him. For him. Go again. Go again. Go again. So on the third one, I want to lay up. Now, fellas, again, I'm not an expert in teaching this, so I probably haven't explained it well. It might be on me. All right? But on the pass, back to the top, you're not dribbling. All right? I'm catching. If I'm going to dribble, I'm going to try and score. At the top, I have to dribble because I've got to get the ball from one side to the other. All right? Otherwise, I'm here and trying to pass there, or you've got to fill over and our spacing's out of whack. So at the top, we dribble swing. If not, that's it. All right, go again from the start. Go. Quick. Pass, walk to set, sprint. Fill over. Dribble swing. Good. Walk to set. Where's your setup? Set your cut up. Dribble swing. Walk to set. Stop. Fellas, I know this is tough, but once you pass, if you just do this, this is what you guys look like. How game-like is that? Teague, you reckon you'd ever score doing that? I'd hope not. All right, so you've got to do what we spoke about before. Set your cut up, then sprint it. You guys look more silly just throwing and dawdling through. Pass, walk to set, sprint to take off. All right, go again. We'll get there. We'll get there. Hopefully. I was hoping to get to 5 and 5. It's not going to happen. Go. Pass, cut. But like I said, these guys are good players, but it's something that's not taught very much. Like, you know, setting up your cut, playing off the ball. Everyone wants to set an on ball now, and I run a lot of pick and roll too, but you've got to teach them the other stuff first, right? And that's why I said our under 12s are going to be doing this stuff. You're going to be doing this. All right, that was better. All right, 3 other guys go and defend. So can you flip the other way? So you got white, so you can defend. All right, and someone else that hasn't been on much. Quick. 3 defenders. Play from halfway. You're going to give him the ball, and then we're live. So you've got the ball. You're going to give him the ball, then we're live. Now, you guys look to play off that. All right, passing and cutting from the top. Dribble swinging from side to side, so we pick a side of the floor. All right, other than that, you're looking for either the cutter or the drive on the back of them. All right, and we play off that. Are we good? Go. Hopefully it's better. Pass. Catch and face. See how that guy fills over early? It clogs up the drive. They've got to be patient. Should hold. And then he's got the chance to drive. They're not looking to be aggressive. Good. All right, good. So that's what we want the guys to do is they move them, pass cut, but then look to take it off the bounce. Teague, when you catch, I want you to be a threat, right? Like you catch and stand like this, Statue of Liberty, catch down and be a threat. Now, you guys play. You guys have been doing it. Now, yours was much better catching and facing, but you're not setting up your cut. All right? So they've got to set their cut up a little bit better. Time your fill. 1, 2, nothing on, then fill. All right? So give them a good 2 counter after the cut is gone. Be patient. Give them space to play. Spacing before advantage, advantage before shot. Go. Good. Score that. Oh, reverse. Balance the floor. Where should you be? Go from there. Pass. Walk to set. Sprint. Space the floor. Cut out, Lockie. Swing it. Stay outside the 3. Stay outside the 3. Pass. Cut. Look to drive in the back of it. Go. There you go. There's the space. All right? So now, these guys are sort of going through the motions with it or whatever, and they've had a lot of detail thrown at them, but you guys can start to conceptualize what we're trying to get done. All right? And you guys can start to see what we're doing too. Okay? So we've now built it into a small-sided game. And that's what I'm saying with teaching it. If we just did the 5-on-0 at the start, even if I did it for an hour, there's no way they would have any idea in a game of what I was talking about. And I could say, run the play all I like, but they'll have no context to what they're actually trying to achieve. And that's why you've got to have the breakdown. This has been painful, all right? And like I said, it's helped me as a coach because I'm going to have to get better at teaching that. But they now have some context to what we're trying to get done. They understand why you've got to set the cut up now. They understand why you've got to sprint. They understand how they're going to get the little drive on the back of it. All that sort of stuff. Fellas on D, we're going to go a couple more. I want you to pressure any passes. So you guys are all sagging off and just hoping they miss a shot. I want to see you try and deny the pass. You guys play. All right, so Rawley, get up and deny Teague the ball. Get up and deny him the ball. Pressure the ball. Go. Try and deny the catch. Deny the catch. Yeah. Cut. 5, 4. Rip it. All right, good. Okay, so what happened when we started to deny? What did Lockie naturally do? What did he make? Yeah, he did another option. You're on the right track. You guys know what it's called. He back cut. All right? So that's how I'm going to build it in now. I'm going to show you one last shooting drill that's going to help them understand it. Then we're just going to play it 3-on-3. You guys will sub in, so you're going to go. All right? Now, you guys can be in this drill. Get your basketballs. So I want a line here at the top and a line on the wing. All right? So back to our breakdown. All right, I'm going to show you 2 ways to break it down, and then I'm just going to play 3-on-3 for the last bit. We won't get to 5-on-5. It's going to be too messy. All right, I'm happy to send out the 5-on-5 notes so you understand the context, but I prefer to do it this. All right, so you guys are going to be out there. Coach, can I borrow you? So we're going to work on the back door, the back cut, when they're overplayed, so you don't just pick it up and you're stuck. So you get back to halfway. Can you just stand here and do that? All right, that's all. Yeah. All right, so you're going to do what we did before, where you pick a side. You come over here. Now the rule is if there's a fingernail in the lane, so any lane pressure at all, where it's going to be sketchy, fingernail in the lane, it's a back cut. All right. So, but you don't just run because it's going to be. You've got to set him up. So you look for it, you draw him out a bit further, then you push off and take it. Now your skill set comes into it like we did before, that right hand bounce pass. Lead him onto it, you've got the layup. All right, let's see it once. Go. Come on, pass. Good, next one. That's all right, next one. Go. Right idea. Set up, Teague, bang. Good, next one. Lead him onto it. Good pass, Zach. Here we go. So they've got to get a bit of deception. Look for the ball, then push off. Now, what I would teach eventually is the signal, so the visual cue. So with my teams, if they're open, it's an open hand. If they're denied, they show fist. All right, so they've also got the visual as well. They don't throw it if they see fist. It's going to be a back cut. All right, so I don't think we'll do that today with these guys, but that's how I build it up even more. But again, I don't want them to overthink it. I want them to learn how to play, not what to play at the moment. Go faster, John. So hold it. You guys are dribbling hard to the wing because you're trying to make that wing entry pass. You're setting it up. Hold the ball. You're setting it up by having that hand open. That one, yep. And then as soon as you see a fingernail in the lane, it's the back cut. And then we time it right on the back of his heels to throw that bounce pass in front. Go. Good. Next. Hard. Go. Next. Back door. Now you could build in different layups. So the kid that didn't make the reverse before, we might add in reverse layup, whatever. But we're now working a concept, the pass and shooting, all right, or finishing, all out of a concept shooting drill, rather than just the stationary drill, rather than just the partner passing on at the start, which I think is important, but they're still working that skill set now. So that's what I'm saying, get more drill out of the drill. Nice. All right, hold there. Change sides. Quick. So now what is the difference? Left hand. Outside. Now, your weight's got to be on this outside foot. Weight's got to be on that foot. Weight, and then you push off like you're running a race. You push off and go. All right? And then you have a target hand out in front. Are you good? Left hand dribble, left hand pass. Go. Bounce pass. Good, not bad, Zach. Here we go, next. And left hand layup ideally. Good, next. Good job. Nice job, man. You're a right-hander?
Yeah.
Good left hand. That's right, throw it earlier. So don't get outside the lane line. There's that line on the court from keyway to keyway. Don't get outside that. You guys don't get outside here. Don't get outside here. No. Start in the middle, but dribble to here. Don't get any wider. Go. Good. Thread that needle. Good. Go. Come on, dribble down harder. Good. So dribble down with speed and get to here. Dribble down with speed. Good. Lead him onto it. Nice. All right, good. Hold there. Now, so they get that. Obviously work more on their left and their right because they need it. The other thing we could do, if we wanted to get more complicated, is to make this more decision-making for the passer, is Andrew could deny, and then when he snaps back, have high hand, taking away any high pass, or low hand, which would mean pass over the top. So we could start to build in whether it's a bounce pass or a high pass for them, just to build in a bit of decision-making. So the coach could just change that. Now, that's not much, but it's going to help them, again, work on the skill set, get more drill out of the drill. All right. Cool, let's do it out of this. Wing. All right, let's go white on offense. White on offense, green on defense. Quick, 3 on 3. So I only need 6 guys. 3 green, 3 white, make a sub. White's on defense, white's on offense, sorry. Hey, make a sub, you give him a go. Oh no, you're good, you're good. All right, so now we're gonna do a backdoor start live into the 3 on 3. So, you have to be playing in the lane. You have to be setting it up, all right? And you can't steal the ball off him. So it's not live until the back door. So this is what I'm talking about, putting the offense in an advantage situation to let them succeed and understand it first, all right? That's what I was talking about with the breakdown. I said sometimes you put the offense in an advantage situation. This is what I'm talking about, something like this, all right? So you can't steal it. He catches it, then it's live, all right? And then you're making a play. Are we good? Are we good? You're going to dribble that, hit him, and then we play live. Go. Hit him. Good, now it's live. Not bad. Good score, John. You sort of just stepped in and scored that thing. Next one, go. Quick, quick, quick. That was pretty good. Good. Now, Zach, you can't switch players. Come back. Because if he's smart and you just run away from him, he's going to score. Go back. Don't run away. You pressure him. It's on Teague and on Lockie to help. Go. No, wait till he catches. Wait till he catches. Go again. So what they've then got to do if the defense collapses is make a decision and play, and they got down the first one. Go. Teague, let him get the catch, then live. Go again. So you've got to overplay more, and remember, it's not live till he gets it. Not live till he gets it. Now it's live. Good. Now it's live. All right, good. So that guy gets to work on it. We put him in a situation. We could rotate spots. All right? Another way we could do that, off the drive. Come back. Ball's here. Ball's here. All right? Turn your back to him. Cut through to here. Is it Machar? Yep. All right, so pretending Machar's made the cut. He's seeing him on the way out. All right? And you're going to now be on the wheel. You're now in the game as well, John. No, stay there. Stay there. We're giving him the chance to score. So this is after the cut has gone through. You're going to have a drive either way. So put the ball on Teague's back. Start down in stance. Lower. All right? You're going to rip the ball off his back and then it's live. Now you're trying to beat him either here or to his other side. Shoulder to hip and attack in. Now Machar, you've got to do what our man Samuel did before. You've got to get where the ball can see you. The ball has eyes. All right? So if he comes middle, walk through it. Go middle. He beats him. No, he beats you, man. Well, you could go there, but who's going to help on that? Lockie. So if he comes here, you're stepping into that gap there. All right, getting in the window. John's out there. We play. Come back. If he goes baseline, beat him baseline. Beat him baseline. Where's the window? Perfect. John, where would you get to? Because the ball has eyes. Good. Drop down there. So the ball has eyes. You've got to get to it. So you're going to make the play. You've got the offensive advantage. You've got to make sure you keep it. All right? Spacing before advantage, then advantage before shot. The shot advantage is going to be he's going to draw 2 and make a pass. Or score a layup. Go. Pretty good. All right, next. Go again. Be aggressive. Down in stance, Teague. Oh, got him. Not bad. Play. 3 out. Pass, cut. Balance the floor, cut. Oh. Yeah, probably wasn't on. All right, hold there. So that's a really simple way to set it up. Can you guys go O? Green go O. Sub. Change spots. So there are 2 ways. I know I've thrown a lot in, but there are 2 ways where you can put the offensive in a slight advantage situation, all right, to understand a bit more the breakdown. So that receiver spot, all right, we were talking about before with Machar, getting where you can see the ball. John Mell on the weak side, working out where he gets to and playing off that. Now, we're building to the 5 out. The only difference is we have 2 guys in the corners. So like we showed at the start is when they fill, the next guy just fills up. Under 8s, under 10s is teaching to spread the floor. These older guys get a bit more detail into it. Let's go again from the wing. Same drill we just did. You're on the wing. You're low. You've just cut through. So Teague, you've just cut. You're right there. No, you're right there. You're good. All right? And you're the receiver. So you've got to see him. Point at both. All right? You're making the play. Good. Play there. All right, go back. Lockie, why did you have to lift? Why did you have to lift? Yeah, because Teague, you didn't move. You got to move, Teague. You're the inside receiver, so you're on the wheel with him. Then Lockie, you would have been the drift player. All right, go again. Down in stance. Good, there you go. Oh. Go again. Zach, who was wide open. All right, now, they're going to make mistakes. Again, I'm stopping them a lot because I'm trying to get you guys to see it as well. Go again, quick. Be aggressive. But you can see that they start to understand it and get the receiver spots. All right, so I'll send out all these breakdowns. All right, we're sort of running out of time, but I hope that you're getting some idea of how I would at least teach parts of it. Now, your offense might be different. It might have screening. You might be coaching under 18 boys and you have screening. But this is still the way I would teach, as in whole, part, whole. And my part is shooting breakdowns. My part is 3-on-3, 2-on-2 breakdowns. My part is advantage start breakdowns. Because I think put them in a spot where they can have some success with it, understand it, they'll feel it in the game, it'll make more sense. All right, because it's all about building the context. And then if I had time, I'd play a little bit. So this last 5 minutes, I'd play 5-on-5 and see what it's like. You know, and then just coach it on the run without stopping it too much. All right. That'll do, fellas. Sit down. Can we give them a quick clap? And you guys do. Really appreciate Mario and Marvin organising the guys, but particularly you guys coming out. It's really hard to demonstrate in front of a lot of coaches and you're getting videos and it's going to go online and all those things. Thought you did a pretty good job. Again, you helped me get better because basically as a coach you'll learn from the players. So I come in thinking it was going to be really easy to teach certain things and then they taught me how I was going to have to teach it, right? Like I had to change on the run the whole plan because of what they were and weren't picking up. And that's part of the art of coaching, but you learn from your players, right? So the theory of what I thought was going to be today is a little bit different. So lucky I didn't hand these out yet. I can tweak it. But they did a really good job. So thank you guys for coming out. Is there any questions or comments or anything that you guys saw or want to clarify on any of that? Marv, you've run some 5 out. How did your girls go picking it up? Yep. Yeah. Did it translate to games?
Not as much as I wanted to. So
yep.
Something I got here is that part.
Yeah. So, and that's really interesting, right? Like, Marvin did a great job with the 12 girls last year, and we'll do a good job again this year. But and he was just saying that he basically taught the 5 out as whole, like just always in the hole, 5 out. Everyone see it? I think it's just so hard for the kids at that age to have a context of what it, like we understand it, right? We've been around the game, we understand what 5 out means, we understand what passing cut means. They don't. Everything is new to them. And these guys might know more than what the team you're coaching knows. So you've got to break it down and give them some context. And that, like I said, that could be any offense. So don't just take, I have to run pass and cut motion, all right? You know, I think it's important for them to learn, don't get me wrong, but you could run anything. You could run flex, you could run ball screens, you could run whatever you want, but hopefully from what you take today is how to build it up. And like I said, I've learned this from coaches I've worked with, you know, because originally when I was younger, all right, not that I'm that old, but when I was younger, all right, I thought, you know, just put the offense in and it'll be all good, but didn't think about the skill set the guys needed to have before it, how we could break it down so they really understood it, how we could play it 3-on-3. That's where the game's learn. 3-on-3 is where they'll learn, all right? But hopefully you got the sort of teaching methodology out of it at the very least. So thanks again for giving up your time. I think we fit a fair bit in that, so I will send out notes. I'll send out some diagrams this week. But if you've got any questions on it, feel free to ask or follow up on email and I'll get back to you. But thanks so much for coming out. Thanks guys.